All right, everyone. So we have Assam right here with us from PepetoFX. And you guys well know him for his specialties and expertise on gold with his supply and demand and manipulation concepts, which he has been sharing on his Instagram stories as a free education to all of his community. And for that reason, many of us, we love PepetoFX and his community and the way he presents the things simple and efficiently. So we have right here Assam PepetoFX with Funding Frontier Educational Incentive, and Assam will be conducting a backtesting session where he will do backtesting based on his concepts and everything, and he will share the insights. And everyone right here, you guys can ask your questions in the YouTube live stream chat, whatever you want to ask, like Assam about a strategy, about a price action, about a move he will be about to take. And at the same time, we have our beautiful members on Zoom right here, and you guys can also ask questions as well. So Assam, please introduce yourself and your strategy, and we begin with this educational backtesting session from Funding Frontier Prof Firm as their education incentive program.
Thanks, brother Kashif, Forex Street 24/7, and thanks for the Funding Frontier for sponsoring in this backtesting session. I hope it will be a good session with the community and with YouTube members as well. I hope I can cover most of the important topics and questions which we were getting on the IG and even within the community members. So guys, I have around 5 years of experience at the moment with trading. Okay, and I started with price action, I started with ICT and different concepts. So I took what is important out of it, and then this is what we are going to present to you guys now, and I hope you enjoy it and cover your questions as well. So as you know that the market, it is fractal, like we have higher time frame to lower time frame, and for that we need to analyze the higher time frame and then take our entries on lower time frame. There are also news. For that we are going to pay attention to the news because this is gold, and we have the big moves during the news and Y session, which is very important. So in the beginning we are going to the technical, we are going to analyze the important levels. In between, if the Zoom members have any important questions, they can talk and ask. Even the YouTube, who is on the YouTube as well, can ask the questions, so we can cover the important points. Okay, so we choose the month of February because there is a volume on that month, the started of this year, and then we are going to analyze the chart. We know that what happened to that, it is of course backtesting, but we are going to present it in a way that you can gain knowledge. It's important for me because I started to analyze the higher time frame from weekly, daily, but 4 hours is very important because we are scalping the gold. So that's why the higher time frame started from 4 hours till daily, weekly. We are calling them higher time frame, but our entries on lower time frame, we can start from 1 minute, 5 minutes, which is very advanced concept, and it has a very fast moves, especially during the news. The rest 15 minutes plus 15, 30, and each one we are going to use it as a price action and entry as well. So as we see now on the chart, we have breakout and retest, we have market structure. You need to know what is breakout, retest, what is market structure, what is supply and demand, and the price action of each candle. The chart, it's only candle, price, and time, but you need to translate it to your the way that you can predict the future moves. At least if you have a win rate of 60 to 70% above, you are going to be profitable. So that's what we are going to show to you now, what is important for us. At the moment, what I'm going to show you, it's market structure first. Before anything, it's very important to know where we are coming and to where we are heading. Okay, so first of all, we had here a lot of bullish momentum, and we made a lot of breakouts in the between, and then what happened? Lower low, and then we break the high again. These are manipulations, like breaking the low, breaking the high, and then coming back to downtrend. So that is liquidation, all of these position. Okay, so at this stage we are waiting for any retest to come back and continue to downside. So now we know where we are, and here if we have any like leg out candles, we are going to lower time frame to show you what is those kind of candles. Okay, and then we are expecting to go to lower level. So that is what I read from market structure on H4. This is first and very important. Later I'm going to know that this is the nearest important level. Breakout, okay, retest, breakout, retest. So this is the important level for us to analyze it. Now, where is the next important level? From up. Now this is our downside, at least 2 levels. So this is another one. Okay, the previous levels are here, and then we had a lot of rejections of 4-hour candle here. These are minor trend, so we are going to upside but very slow. Okay, and this is another level on the left which we had breakout with the big rejection and move to upside. So now what we need reaction, only reaction, and then decide where to go. If breakout happens, so we have 2 probability in the chart. If breakout happen, we are going to up and then retest this level and take the move to upside. This is probability 1. So we are going to enter on retest, not impulse. Okay, because this is higher time frame. The second one, it's rejection, and then we need close below this important levels to continue to downside. And one more scenario we are going to see here, breakout and retest to next level. That's it. So what we have, market structure, key levels. Now we know breakout, retest. So we have these concepts with us. Now we know what is happening in 4-hour time frame. We'll go to 30 minutes. Why 30 minutes? It's giving us on gold especially better direction and better data. Okay, data, what I mean data, because when you go to 5 or to 1 minute or 5 minutes, you're going to see a lot of levels. But 30 minutes, 1 hour, you're going to be, make it more simple. Okay, to avoid confusions, you're going to 30 minutes first. So now let's zoom in. We have to see what is the next move. And then what we need important support at the moment. This is the highest level in our area, and this is the leg out candle. Okay, the highest level in our area is here. What is the important support for this level? It's this one. So any closing below this level and then retest again back, we can take entry. So this is one important level, and the nearest important level here, this one. This is our higher high. Okay, so what we need now, we need reaction. We will forward the chart. So here we break, and what we said if it's going to be buy, because we have bearish trend, we wait for breakout at least to some level here, and then retest, we're going to take that move. At the moment, you need to be patient. Okay, no data at the moment, it's ranging for us. We have important levels still. Okay, here we closed with the volume in Y session below the important support, nearest important support, and we had manipulation to up. That what happened, we are going to close above and take buys, but nothing. We closed below. You have 2 options. Either you wait for the resistance and take sell, or you're going to enter here. So let's start with the short position here. Now, usually what we are doing, we are putting a stop loss here. But there is one more concept you can put above the structure. But I am not a fan of that. Even 30 pips is too much. Usually what I do, I go to 15 minutes chart. Okay. And then here, I know I have these move. Still it is 31. Okay. 5 minutes. That's just to check if possible to reduce the stop loss or no. Okay. So we can take this candle, which is around now 23 pips. All right. On the left, we don't have any clean range. After this candle, we have clean range to the downside. So what we are going to do, we are going to let this position run. Okay. That's it. Here, first we have a losing trade. Okay. So this losing trade for me, it is at 23 pips. Okay. And I'm going to give you some hint of money management. That's it. Now we are above the level. So this was a huge fake out and we went up. Now what we need retest to take buys. So still we are waiting. No any moves yet. We made retest to here. Now we want to see if we can take buys. Okay. What we did bigger fake outs. It's very important now. We closed in middle of the range, but all the way we just pick few pips liquidity and came back to our important support, which is here, fresh one. Now again, what I have to look for, sell. Okay. Now how I have two options. Either I will wait for resistance up and then take, or take with the with this candle continuation to downside. Usually what I do during the high volume, I don't wait for the resistance again to be created and come back. So I try at least one more around 20 pips. I look at lower time frame as well. As soon as I see the wick up and then breaking the low, I want to enter first TP here, and H4, you know that when H4 liquidation is there, because we know that these are H4 level, it can retest where the low. Let's see now. We said we need breakout. If we get top wick, it will be better. All right. So what I do usually, I count here around 20 pips. But it's 36 pips. I secure some position. Because you cannot say that, oh, all right, I need full. If you are a fan of big RR and you want full position, full TP with full lot which you entered, so you need to wait. But me personally, I secure at 20 pips and let runner. Now my runner, I never let it come back to my stop loss. I keep here break even. All right. So let's see now how far it will go. So as soon as I see 100 pips, that is till here. Okay. So these 100 pips, it's enough for my full runner. If you want to keep a small runner for 200 pips, depends on your position, you can do it. Okay. So now that's it. This level for me, it is done. Now what you're going to do, either you have runners, but you don't know how far it will go, or you secure it at this. So we have one winning trade. For 20 pips we secured, and then plus we secured another 100 pips. Okay, this one is going to cover the losing trade here, and we are now in the winning side. How you're going to manage risk or the money management, that is totally different story from the candles. You have to maintain your Excel sheet and take the calculation based on your account size. Okay. So now we have one losing trade, 23 pips, one winning trade, which will run up to 100 pips plus. Okay. So most of the time we put the stories that all are runners, which for you to enjoy, to see that how gold it can be captured with our analysis. So that's it. Let's go for the next. If any member here has question for these two trades, please try to ask on YouTube. If anyone has any kind of doubt, please ask so we can go for the next trade. Like any doubt on the levels, how we analyze the level, why we improve those levels.
Yeah, hi, Pepto sir.
Hi. Yes,
I have a doubt on in which of the levels you will look for a TP.
These blue lines, you mean, or the entry?
Yeah, after you enter. After you enter the trade, which are the levels you look for a take partials or taking your profit out?
Okay, first one, it is not the level. First TP is 20 pips because minimum 1-to-1, it's important for me because the way I take trade, if I have a losing trade before, the next 20 pips should cover my losing and give me little of profit, okay? That is how is my money management, which I am comfortable. The next, which is 100 pips or whatever pips extra, TPs are going to be gone, at least let's see at 1 hour what we have. TP1 is going to be the clean ranges, okay? Each clean range is our TP. One is this clean range, TP1. See, even this candle closed here, all right? The next TP is this wick. The next TP is this wick because the market is looking for liquidation. Now, these are the trend. What we see in the gold, liquidity level. What is liquidity level? Any levels which collect orders, okay? So these levels, they love to take it from the people. They love to stop hunt in 2-3 candles. These are running for a days, but they want to clean it in one move, okay? So each level, it's our TP. Let's run. I want to see how it will go, how far it will go, the same trade, okay? Let's talk about it. Now you see, again, tapped here, and then again moved up. Next. Again, tapped here. See, they clean the range. So within whole move, one manipulation to upside, the next was easy move to downside with no tension. How we capture it with M+. How we analyze levels with H4 level minimum. How we are taking partials. One partial is my mental, my sheet of money management, which is 20 pips. Because usually my stop loss around 20 pips. So I don't want to lose that 20 pips, which is important for me. Secure, keep runners. That runner, if it's run 1-10, 1-20, you're going to say that, okay, one runner covered my new position, which is the whole one position, okay? So this is how we take partials. That you see sometimes we take here, here, here. These levels are important to take partial because these are liquidity level, okay? If we don't have liquidity level, we have H1 candle, at least the clean ranges. Those clean ranges are your TP as well.
Okay, thank you, understood.
Fine. Someone is asking, how do you calculate the lot size? Magic keys are there. If you are used to the gold, because I trade only one pair, we take the lot size calculated on the sheet, and then a stop loss is fixed somehow, but for 20 pips. If you want to keep your stop loss 40 pips, you have to have a separate calculation for that on your Excel sheet ready. And then whenever you have a chart with a stop loss like 30 pips, 20 pips, 40 pips, you should be ready with calculated table, not to decide what is your lot size during the trade. During the trade, you need to run. You need to be like a robot, okay? You should not do a lot of calculations while taking trade because it will lead into mistakes And when you're doing mistakes, you will go to emotion phase. When you go to emotion phase, then you will say, my psychology is not good. No, because you're not prepared. Of course, you will go to the accidents of the trade, these are the accidents. And then by force, you're going to the psychology and mental part, which again, you will think that you are doing a lot of wrong decisions. So to avoid those, keep your sheet of the money management sheet ready. And then whenever you have any position based on your strategy, try to be ready with the lot size and with your account size prepared. And then calculate your risk and lot size based on that. Magic keys can speed up little process, like your decisions, but I prefer with the Excel sheet because I know what I have to lose during this session and how much I'm going to recover if I lose in the first trade. I have 1 to 2 trades or 3 to 4 trades based on your account, because some people are having a small account, they want to take 5, 6 trades, okay? If they have a good win rate and they see opportunity, they do it, okay? But if you have a big account, you want to take 1 or 2 trades, you should know that lot size to be calculated from before entry of the session. So, yeah, these questions we answered. And for the gold, it's very easy. Like $1 is 10 pips, $5 is 50 pips. It is simple to calculate. Like lot 1 means 1 into 10, okay, into 20. That is your stop loss, like 100. Lot 1 means 10 pips, 10 into, like 20 pips. I want to say it's $2 move, okay. So 2 into 1 into 10, it's your amount for the risk, like $100 or $200, sorry, yeah. All right, so Ravindran, I hope I answered your question. Anyone have any other questions in between, or we forward to the next level? All right, so since nobody have any, I have to check this. Please tell about the levels again. All right, these levels, what we said we have previous data, historical data. Why we look at historical data? Because the reaction of the new, the live trades, okay, these levels are going to repeat again on the right side. So what we need the latest moves to know where was the break of a structure, where was the peak move started, supply and demand, okay? And what was the trend? Like here we said we have a bullish trend, and each breakout we got a level, because each breakout we have retest, resistant, broken, became our support, and then moved up. So now on the right side, we need somehow to capture these levels with the levels of price action and supply and demand on H4 plus. So some people go to daily for a swing, for weekly. Yeah, that is also possible, going to capture the bigger picture of the market. But for me, I like to scalp 20 pips, 50 pips, 100 pips. That's enough, okay? So, and I trade only one pair. So it's important for me that H4, and then lower time frame for the entries. What I wait for the liquidity levels. I wait for manipulation during the live session, and then fake outs, okay? And I have few patterns. So what I'm sharing with you, it's what all we have. Now, how we are going to speed up? By capturing these trades on the daily basis and putting in journal sheet, you're going to remember the patterns again and again. Okay, do not change your strategy. Do not change your way of trading. Just improve the current, what is in your hand. This is how you're going to speed up in learning and analyzing the market. And then, now what we need from these levels, here we have breakout and retest. We need what we said, we need either the price action, breakout, retest to go to upside, or break the low of latest support, and then retest to continue to downside. During NY session, we said we are going to look at lower time frame. and we capture again more important data. What is more important data? That we had before this move, we had this highest high, and then from here we had support. Okay, that support is captured, which is here. I'm going to highlight it more to be visible. Okay, this support, it was before this one to happen, it was our highest high, and then again current highest high was here. All right, so we said this is our important support. Now price closed above, we took one buy, it was losing trade, and then the big move happened to upside on 30 minutes even, we saw. Okay, and then all the way it came, just we said we will wait for the retest to take another move, but it picked a small liquidity from here. I know a lot of buyers are in the position, so I waited for one losing trade for another side. Okay, and then closed below the important level. After closing below the important level, I have two options. Either I will wait for retest resistance to continue to downside, or I take the chance for continuation to direct to downside. Okay, that continuation which is happening, it is there, either retest or to go to downside, or with NY volume we should know that there is a probability again it will continue more. Okay, what we do, we take the risk management, calculated. All right, we set the stop loss above the current high, it was huge, we went to lower time frame. All right, okay, we saw that here this was not broken yet. Okay, and then we put the stop loss even on 5 minutes, we check. So we had a small resistance created on 5 minutes, which is very lovely for gold after breaking the low to see the small resistance. See, 30 minutes you cannot find, 15 minutes you cannot find, but the data on 5 minutes is still there. So what you're going to do, you're going to wait for that resistance, price action, close here, and then you can enter here. Stop loss above. Okay, now what is your deep stop loss? It's around 14 pips. So this is how you're going to reduce your stop loss from 30-40 pips to the minimum possibility on the chart, which is 14, 15 pips, 20 pips. Okay, so this is how you take the data from the chart, and now you are in the position. Now you don't know where to the market, how much far it will go. We never know. Okay, nobody can predict that much move to downside, but we hold the position minimum 20. Is my strategy, my management. I'm comfortable with it. You can change it, enhance it, develop it. It's up to you. So you secure some and then let the runners go because you are at break even. Okay, so 100 pips, I secure some. If I have a good position running, I keep the runners. Maybe for 1 day even, it will go to swing trade, and that a small position can give me the profit of that 20 pips which I secured up. That's meaning in my journal sheet I have runners calculated, scalp calculated. So at the end I have a winning trades. Okay, like one losing here, one winning. That's going to reply my losing trade and cover with the profit with this big move. What we said for taking profit, we're going to have a look at bigger picture of the charts and the levels. TP1 here, TP2 here, TP3, TP4 and 5. Now, during the gold, you see that we have liquidation levels, which are this liquidity trend, and this is manipulation for price action. So they take out all buyers, sellers, and then the move we have to downside. Okay, so these moves, we are waiting for what? For manipulation and liquidation of these levels. That is a lot of time happening within our gold trade. So this is only in between this zone, which is from here to like 26 pips of range. We captured around 100 pips of runner, 20 pips of our main position. Okay, so this is how I explain now. Can you explain a bit about retest based on H4? How do you retest? See, on H4 we have a level. Okay, these blue lines are my H4 level. Now what I need breakout and retest. So now on gold you have two options to do that analysis. Either you wait for full 4 hours, which is going to be late for your entries. So what I do, I take smaller time frame. Okay, what I need this level to be broken like here, and then retest means support created. On breakout you can take position till the next level. That is called breakout retest. Where is your entry? Somewhere here. What you need? Bullish candle. So the long position will appear based on that. Okay, the better entries are closing back here inside the range and then close up to continue to upside. That is better. Why? Because a lot of traders are stopped out. When we have a bigger manipulation, we have bigger moves. Remember that one. All right. I hope this is also answered by Sam Qureshi. Okay. Zoom members, do you have any question or we move forward? Okay, we move forward. Let me delete these. All right. And these as well. Now we go to H4. We go to another day. Now this is February 10th. Okay, let's move forward. H4. All right. Here we had the breakout, but still we are rejecting the level. Okay, and this is going to be another session Asian. We're going to forward it a bit. And then we reject, no, still we are to that zone. We are in the zone, okay? So we reach to what? Like before in Y session, okay? We are respecting this level to go to upside. For that, we're going to look at lower time frame. Now, here, if you want to take buys, you need to consider few points. Your levels are going to be here. This is your resistance. And this is another resistance, okay? And now where are you? We are close to the resistance. So it will be around 20 pips. And if you want to take a risk, you can take it, because clearly we are saying down and coming back to the close above the level, and then from here also. What happened? Okay. Right. So we had important level here, which we are retesting it, and we closed above. Okay. So that is 13 minutes. Even, okay, 15 minutes the same. No, this is against the major trend, okay? Your risk should be less than the main trend. So we're going to enter a buy position here. Stop loss. We need to wait for the retracement. That is the best one, but if did not, immediately your risk management should be there, like 10 pips, just break even to move forward. Otherwise, do not hold the losing trade. And that's the next candle. Did not break the... Okay, now we know that this 15 minutes did not do the job, okay? We're going to put on break of that high and wait for the next one. Do we have news? Yes, we have after that. Okay, still we are safe to take another chance. Okay, now what you're going to say to yourself. Now, these 15 minutes did not break the high. So Do you want to take it or no? Usually I don't take it, but let's see what will happen. So we are still safe, okay? We rejected. Our buy order was not executed because we need to wait for the breakout. Why we need to wait for the breakout? Because breakout are stronger than the earlier entries. You're going to avoid buys here, here, and here. You're going to wait for the breakout. So you did not take this trade at the moment. Now, you did not close below the level. So sell also does not make sense. You are rejecting this level. So what you need to know that we are in the range. Do you want to take trade in the range or you want to wait for the better move? Of course, you want to wait for the better move. Now this news will come and the ranging session is there. Let it go. Wait for better probability. Again, you have close below this important level. Okay, here you are on the key level of H4. One time you rejected, you came back. What do you want to do? Do you want to take sells? You are on the key level. And this again, another chance to go for upside. Maybe come back here. A lot of confluences are saying different, like H4 is giving you buy, lower time frame is giving you sell. So avoid it. Let it go that day. Don't take it. Okay. So you see now, buy, sell, we avoid it. It went up. If again it's going to close above this level, I will take buys. At this point, I have a low probability trade for buys because closed, like breakout happened, closed engulfing on the level, but did not close above my precious level, which is resistant on the top. So still I will wait. See? Again, we are playing in the range. Now, it's late session. Let it go for H4. When you don't have your confluences on the chart, avoid it. We are not closing below. We want to go up, and up is not clean and not going properly, so you don't take it. Okay, this H4 closed with low power below the support. So do you want to take it? I usually wait for the strong breakout and then retest. That is my way of trading, okay? But it's 6 p.m. like 6 p.m. my time, end of the session, like 10 a.m. NY session, so we will wait. Usually at 10 a.m. candle, that the move will start, like big moves. But there's also a clean range. Do you want to take it? I prefer to have a little bit strong push to downside, okay? Because I have these levels. This is my lower time frame as well, supply and demand. So it can hit here and then reject. But if breakout happen here and then made resistant, I will enter, okay? Let's say that is my type of entry for sell. One more level which I would like to sell, it's here. Okay, let's see where we can get them move. Okay. See here how the reaction happened. Now you will ask me why I did not take buys? Because I need two confluences. I need H4 and lower time frame. If you want to take low probability buys because you have these big candles, it's okay, but you have to lower your risk. But for backtesting, I'm giving you the information, but main entries and better probabilities, we are going to take those, okay? So one retest happened, but did not liquidate these positions. Like the people who are taking buys from here did not get the stop hunt. We need 1 week down. Like this, okay? So we can say that fully covered the range and closed above. Now, if I see a resistance, I would like to take sell. Okay, let's see. But the main thing is to know the better probability is to close somewhere here and then resistance to go down. That is the best entry. But coming only here and then here resistance, still it's going to play that ping pong. Okay. So this was the resistance and now we closed down. Let's see if I can take something. This is now late session. Late session means there is no trade. Let's go for word for the tomorrow. Because we have to take care of the volume sessions. All right, what I have, news. What I have to do, okay. Now here is the main losing traders, okay? They lose more here and during the news. What you have to do during the news, at least wait for direction to be clean. Now you have doji. That's mean the news is giving you two information, like up and down. There is no clear direction. What you are going to do, you're going to wait for the price action candles giving you directions. Now this one is still showing you up, rejected, down, rejected. So what you're going to, you have to wait. You have two fresh levels as well to take care of them. This one and as well this, okay? So we will try to give them a different color. Something which can, okay. All right, so these are two fresh levels. We need something to close below or above, okay? Then to capture this move. During the news, we have M5 to be considered as well. Why? Because there is a volume. You can get data from that. Each candle of M5, it's moving around 60 pips. So of course, you're going to retrieve the data that, okay, we have rejection, we have support, okay? Take care of that as well. During the news, we have better volume to go to lower time frame. Again, we don't have any data to take entry. So this is our support, not this one. Why this one? Because we have higher high from this support. You need to close below. Still. All right. Now I have two options to take sells. I will wait for resistance to take sells or give it a chance because I want to take short position here. And this is big stop loss. You're going to avoid this trade on 5 minutes. Do you want to have this much stop loss? No. Okay. All right. Now, yeah, if it was live, okay. If it was live, like short position here would make sense. Current candle high, 27 pips. Okay, it was okay. But I missed that trade. I want to take the next one. Okay. And now I am near to this doji. Shall I take or no? It is up to you now. The move has happened. I missed it, even with you guys, but I see that M15 closed recently. This candle closed below this low. So this is my M15 and even M30 also closed. So I'm going to say that, okay, I have a good probability to, it's still, we are fresh on the news. We can retest this level. Okay. I'm going to take that risk. As soon as breakout happen, I will enter. Let's see how it will happen. Okay. Now I don't know whether first it was TP or let's look at 1 minute. First 30 minutes. think my whole bar. Okay. Yeah, my whole candle, and it's gone to the first. Okay, let's look at it again. No problem. Okay, so we said we are going to enter here. Now, how many pips? This was around 40 pips. What we said, 20 pips we secure, and then we keep here. Now, I want to know whether I had the same on 1 minute also or no. Okay, I think 1 minute chart is not going to be visible. 15 minutes. Yeah, that was the reason. Okay, so this like 20 pips I'm going to secure always, and then put break even, so that will be 20 pips plus no runner, so my runner will be break even. That is how we're going to take it. It went for 40 pips. Okay, so and then all the way came back. Now what we had on the left, it was very historical data, nothing here. Okay, yeah, normal clean range. Okay, so this is how is our risk management. So and the news, I prefer to go to M5 because the candles are bigger on M5 and you can still decide where is the direction. So yeah, here it was, this one. Okay guys, could you teach us the ping pong, because I personally don't like more than 15 pips stop loss. Yeah, to reduce your stop loss, you need to go for lower time frame. The bigger time frame you take trades, you're going to have a bigger stop loss. So what I said, to reduce your stop loss, you need breakout on higher time frame, on lower time frame like M5 resistant, and from there you take continuation. Okay, so it's many times we saw it here, even after the news here. Now we closed below the support. We said we need resistance. Okay, so what we are going to do, yeah, here. You're going to say the news happened and my lower time frame imbalance level, which is very important to know. What is imbalances? Imbalances, the level which are having break of a structure and these candles fair value gaps also, and then breaking the low, closing below is important also. Okay, so next one, we need to retest that level and then take the continuation. So on 15 minutes, we see that we have closing above. We did not respect. Okay, still we have to wait to read the chart. Now we have resistance and we came back into the range. So what you're going to do, you're going to say, okay, the biggest move happened from this level, short position. You want to take that, but it is 80 pips. Are you going to take that at 80 pips as stop loss? No. What you're going to do, to lower time frame. Here, you have 5-minute candles. Do you want to take this trade? I prefer to see something called like change of character here. Like, okay, go to the lower and then resistance and then go to down because we had a big close above. So this is one option. Option 1, to take the trade with this risk, which is low, like half probability of your main pattern, okay? So now here 20 pips you secure and keep runners, that's it. Fine. I want to see questions because me sharing the chart and giving you trades, it will be either win or loss, it will be easy. But you guys need to request or ask questions for me to cover the session in best way.
I have one question. What
Yes,
are the
brother.
sessions you probably trade? And they say you trade like Asian, London, and New York. Do you still change these levels according to the new 4-hour candle low and every time you see the new higher low create?
Okay. I will give you the answer in this way now. In February, March, April, up to May, Asian session is okay, wonderful. We can capture 20 pips minimum. Okay. London session, we will capture during this period like for 20 to 50 pips. And Y session, of course, it will go 30 pips to 100. Okay. But when we come to the summertime, we see that Asian session is kind of that. Okay. We cannot take trade on those time frames. It will be ending to the losing trades rather than winning trades. So we have market cycle. Okay. You need to avoid Asian session in lower volume, which are summertime, let's say month of June, July, and then August, September. Maybe you can have a look at London session. But London session these days, you can catch 10 to 20 pips on a right entries. For the NY session, that is the best. If you have a challenge account, only stick to one session, which is NY session, because the biggest moves are started from that. And do not trade the news. You have to go before the news, you find the entry and then wait for it, like break off the high or low, take buy or sell, or wait for the price action. Like after news, now everything happened, big moves happen, even 100 pips happen, but you see the candle closed above some important level, you need continuation. So you will wait for the breakout of 15 minutes candle or 5 minutes time frame if there is a big moves happening with that time frame. You need to be dynamic to take those. So for news, you need a little bit more experience, okay? Better you avoid it if you are first year. Just watch the moves. In the beginning, try to capture the moves out of the news session, either before or after. You can easily have winning trades. You can journal your trades and you can understand why you're losing and why you're winning. So market cycle is there. Months which have bigger volume, less volume is there. Okay, so you cannot say that London session always is not. No, you need to know which volume to use it. If London giving you 20 to 50 pips during the high volume months like February, March, April, and May, the one who is new can take challenges and win during these months easily. Okay. So that is about the gold. I don't know other pairs, you need to check, but the volume on the gold, it's happening in these months more, and then reduce in the summer vacations, okay? And then again, slowly it will increase, and then again, end of the year, it will reduce. January also will reduce. So according to that, increase your risk, reduce your risk. Be dynamic, okay?
Okay.
That's what I said.
Depending on the market condition, you will select the sessions. Yeah.
Yes, for me, I have 2-3 days losing trades. Of course, I will check why I'm losing because of the volume. The same patterns are happening, but 2 pips coming back. Why? A lot of manipulation still. Why? Because we have less volume. So I will avoid it. I know that my journal sheet, these months are bad months. But if I use the NY session only, I am going to be profitable for those months. Again, I have some months, if I use both sessions, I will be profitable. That's it. You need to be dynamic. You need to have a journal sheet of 1 year, 2 year. Why I say to my member, you need to have a journal sheet, okay? Because they're going to see the patterns, they're going to see the market cycle, they're going to see the volume. After that, you have data, you have report, you can decide when to trade. Okay, then you have beside your Excel sheets of the journal trades, you need to have money management. Why? Because you are losing. How you are going to recover if you are losing? Then you are saying, okay, my strategy is 1 to 3. If I lose this much, I need to enter again with A plus setup to recover my losing trade. So I will wait. I will not take again same trade. Why? Because I have a losing trade. So better I will wait for my A plus setup to recover the loss and increase my probability in winning trades. Then you have extra profit in the month, 15%, 20%. You are going to keep runners. You're going to play with the B plus setup also. Like we have A plus B setup. So you need to classify your setups. Then you have patterns. You need to understand these patterns, how it's going to be captured. Okay. So H4 levels also, it's going to be same for me because H4 levels are important for supply and demand, for market structure, for breakout retest, and then lower time frame we are going to take entries. If you make it as simple as it is, do not change your strategy. Sometimes I see people adding volume profile or moving average. And then again, because the more confluences you keep on the chart, you are going to decide late. You're going to annoy your decision by adding a lot of inputs. The more simple your chart it is, you're going to take easy trades. When you're losing, also you know why you're losing. But if you have moving average, you have volume profile, I don't know, you have a smart money concept of locks algo, whatever, okay? More confluences, you're going to be having a lot of data input, which is giving you no result. You're going to mix strategies. So avoid those things. Stick to one thing. For me, I take care of higher time frame levels, entries on lower time frame. That's it. This is how simple it as it is. And then I'm developing my patterns. I have a journal sheet. I see recently there is new pattern of the winning trades because I'm capturing the picture of that trade as well, not only the like how many pips I took. No, I take my analysis of the chart, putting the higher time frame candle against the lower time frame entries, and then I see, okay, I have new patterns, new manipulations. These patterns I'm keeping with me. So this is how I'm developing and changing according to the market. I never ever keep one way, like engulfing candle, this is my entry. No, there are days engulfing candle will not work. There are days, I don't know, Ichimoku will not work. You need to develop your strategy, okay? But simple as it is, with price action, with key levels, that will be enough for the scalping.
Thank you.
Welcome, brother. All right, guys, if you have questions, please ask. I love to answer your question because it will be more easy to cover. If not, then we are going to end the session. Okay, guys. So hope to see you again in the next educational series of Funding Frontier, and wish you the best journey and stay safe, healthy. And is there certain time that have certain pattern? Yes, every markets like 10 years ago, engulfing candle was okay on supply and demand, but right now, no. They have liquidity levels, they have a lot of other concepts to be taken care while taking trades. Yeah. So yes, the patterns are getting developed with your learning progress as well. So guys, we are going to end the session here, and I wish best of luck for you. Stay safe on the trades, try to learn more and take trades after learning progress. Okay, take care, guys. Thank you, Kasha brother. Thank you, guys.